And look what my shirt says. You probably can't read it because it's in Dutch, but it says, "Nice to be back." I got it. It even has a little Stampin' Up logo there. I got it at the On-Stage event in Indianapolis that I went to last week. They had a person, whoops, oh my gosh, there I am on my iPad blabbing loudly. Um, they had a person in the running around in the audience throwing T-shirts out to people, and I ended up getting one. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say it looks a little blurry, but it cleared itself up, so I think we're good. So I'm glad to be here, you guys. Yay! So I was very lucky to get one of these T-shirts. I don't know how many they threw, but I got one. I was pretty excited about it. And first, I opened it up and I was like, "What in the world does that say?" Because of course I don't speak Dutch, but I googled it and it says "nice to be back." So yay! And I am glad to be back. I missed you guys last week. It's always a bummer when I can't be live. And yeah, I was traveling that day, and oh my gosh, my travel to and travel back, no bueno. The whole time in between, perfecto. Yeah. So I took off from Billings, Montana. Well, I was supposed to take off from Billings, Montana at like, I think it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. We were supposed to leave. And they had to de-ice the plane because I woke up and there were 6 inches of snow on the ground. So I did not let my dad take me to the airport. I drove myself and left my car there. And so I get on the plane. They go, "Yeah, we have to de-ice it." Hour and a half later, we pushed back and took off. My layover in Denver, guess what? Hour and a half. So as we were flying into Denver, the flight attendant came on and said that if people were traveling to Cancun or Nashville, the planes were being held for them. Everyone else, who knows? And I figured I was probably the only person on this particular plane from Billings, Montana, that their final destination was Moline, Illinois. So I kind of thought for sure they were not going to hold my plane. So we landed, everybody got off. I landed at gate 46 in the Denver airport, and I had to go to gate 59. So I had to run, what's the math? I don't even know, 14 gates. So I start running. Well, as all of you probably remember, I had COVID a year ago, August. Didn't think I really had any long-term effects from it. Wrong. I couldn't have been more wrong. I got about 7 gates into my 14 gate run, literally dying. I could not breathe. I'm trying to keep walking as fast as I cannot breathe at all. I finally get to the gate and I'm about dying, and the woman says, "Yep, we're waiting for you. Go ahead and get on the plane." So I get on the plane. Of course, I'm the last person on, and I cannot breathe, and I am coughing so much. People around me probably thought I was the sickliest person in the world, let alone they probably thought I had COVID at this time. Now, I didn't. I don't. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm not sick at all. Yet I could not catch my breath, and I was just coughing, 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 coughing. It was horrible. Horrible. It was just horrible. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to be sitting on this plane for a couple hours. I'm sure I'll be fine. No. It probably took me 2 days. Seriously, 2 days to recover from that. Wow, I did not realize I was that bad. So I'm fine. Like I said, I'm not sick. I couldn't breathe. Anyway, so I get to Moline. Of course, my bag does not, because I mean, the person can run 14 gates, the bag cannot. So my bag did not make it. So it was put on a later flight, and I could have opted for them to deliver it. And Dina said, "Oh no, we're going to get it because we have no idea when they'll deliver it." And we were leaving the next day to drive to Indianapolis. So we went and got my bag, no problem. So yesterday when I left Dina's house, Kelly and I were sitting in the kitchen getting our stuff together, and I said, "Oh my gosh, where's my car keys?" Because when I landed, I had to get my car. And I'm digging, and I pull everything out of my purse, including my wallet, and put it on this tote that Dina has in her kitchen next to me. I looking through my purse, and Kelly says, "Oh, you put your keys in the front pocket of your suitcase. I remember you doing that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yep, sure enough, there they are." Fine, put my stuff in my purse. We go off to the airport. I don't have my wallet. Thankfully, I had the night before put my ID and my boarding pass, because I'm an old person. I print my boarding passes. I don't just use my phone. So I put my printed boarding pass and my ID in my bag that I carry onto the plane. So I had an ID. I could get on the plane. I just had zero money. No money, no dollars, no credit card, no nothing. And it was too long of a drive to go for Dina to go. Anyways, it wasn't going to work for her to get it to me. And we didn't even know where it was, honestly. I didn't know I didn't know where it was. So I actually got through security and decided, oh my gosh, I think I better go look outside on the curb where she dropped me off. So I schlepped my stuff all the way back outside, looked, my wallet's not in the gutter. So I come all the way back through security again, get on the plane. Oh, guess what? We have to de-ice it. Hour later, we leave. This time I had a little bit longer connection in Denver, so I made it and so did my bag. Dina found my wallet at her house. My daughter had called the airport in Billings and said, yeah, do you guys take Venmo or PayPal to, get your car out of the place? Oh yeah, we take PayPal, we take all that stuff. Okay, great. So I pull up to the little kiosk guy, ended my ticket, and I'm like, yeah, I guess you guys take PayPal. And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, here's the situation. I don't have my wallet. I left it where I was. I have 50 cents to my name. I said, so what can we do so I can leave? Well, let me call my supervisor over here. So she comes over and I say, I got nothing. I said, I was told I could PayPal. Apparently I can't. She said, we can do a credit card over the phone. I'm like, I have all of my credit card information stored up here in my good old brain. So I was able to give them my credit card information. It went through. I got my $77 card paid and I drove off. So, and then I drove 2 hours home. So that was my fun traveling. Love traveling. No, I hate traveling. But the in-between is what's really fun. The traveling, not a big fan. So anyways, I'm sure some of you guys have the same horror stories about that kind of stuff. Oh, I've never had that happen. I've never, ever, ever not gotten my bag. And I've traveled a lot, but I've never had my bag not show up where I was. Anyway, so yeah, you guys are saying COVID goes after the lungs. I didn't realize that. I haven't had any issues. My husband has. He was borderline pneumonia when he had COVID, and he uses an inhaler. He's always had asthma. And so he is on the struggle bus a little bit with that. I thought I was fine. I thought, all right, I'm fine. Not fine. So anyways, thanks you guys for all your well wishes and everything. I appreciate that very much. I'm back. I'm all good. Everything's good. And so I feel like, you remember you're in the hospital sometimes and they give you those little plastic, it's like a respiratory breathing thing. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's like you blow into this tube and it blows this ball up. I kind of feel like maybe I need one of those, to do some like lung therapy or something. Oh, Cheryl just asked about my foot. Foot is fine. No problem. Yeah. So I'm glad to be back, you guys. So yay. Okay. Enough about me and my crazy travels. Oh, and Dina did mail my wallet to me. So it should be here, I think Saturday or Monday. My whole life is in there. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm a ding dong. I'm the one who took it out of my purse. I'm the one who set it down. I'm the one who walked off without it. What are you going to do? So yeah. So I'm going to flip my camera. I have a few things to share from the onstage event. And then I've got a couple cards for you. I wanted to do 3 cards, but I got an email today that something was up with my daughter's FAFSA. I thought it was from this year, the one that I filled out in October. So I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. It says they need a signature from me. I'm like, I already did that. What are you talking about? And I can't figure it out. I'm on the chat with 3 different people and blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, it was the 22-23 FAFSA. Because I think I've told you guys she was in pharmacy school and then she hated it and then she changed to business. So 2022, the beginning of 2021, when I was filling out this FAFSA, she was a grad student. So I put she was a grad student. Well, then halfway through the year, she was no longer a grad student. She was an undergrad student because she switched her major. Anyway, 2 hours I spent dealing with that, trying to figure that out. Oh my God. Yeah, craziness. Okay, let's flip. Yeah, not a fan of anything that you have to get onto the government's website and deal with. Yeah, not a fan of that. Not a fan. So hopefully I never have to do that again. Well, I won't because I don't know as though we're gonna, even though she doesn't graduate till next year, I don't think we're gonna mess around with that. We might. I don't know. Anyway, who cares? I got it figured out after 2 hours. So I got 2 projects for you guys. First of all, can we just look at my amazing little pop socket? It's a snow globe. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? And so it sits on my phone, and eventually all the snow will fall to the bottom. Check that out. You guys, you know me and my pop sockets. I'm a crazy person. I love me a cute pop socket. So that's my winter Christmas pop socket. Okay, so I'll put this stuff over here. I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm going to flip my hair back into a clip so that it doesn't hang in my face and drive me crazy. I got the table decoration, you guys. Look how cute this is. So I'm going to put this in my room somewhere. Fun. So I got the table decoration. I should have taken the brick that they were all stuck into. I didn't. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't. I got that. I got so many fun presents, you guys. I got this adorable little handmade stocking ornament and this cute little card from Mary. Oh, no, this is from Karen. Oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is from Karen. So cute. I got so many gifts, you guys, and I had to take them out of their packaging. Carol, I got it off of the actual Pop Sockets website, but you might be able to get it on Amazon. Okay. Amazon has a lot of pop sockets on there. And I think if you search like maybe pop socket snow globe, a few different designs will pop up for you. They're really fun. I got this. I don't remember who I got this from. I think this was a swap. So cute. And I actually did, Mary gave me, look at all these pop sockets she gave me, you guys. Look how beautiful they are. I am so excited about them. So I've got a set of 4 beautiful, yeah, amazing pop sockets. So I was pretty excited about that. So thank you, Mary. I believe Mary also gave me this. Look at that, a whole box full of these. A whole box, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I'm just so happy about that. I got this fun little envelope from my friend Sharon. So cute. There's a little chocolate in there. This is our envelope die. Look how cute of a little package that makes, you guys. It's just so cute. This is what I should have done today because I couldn't think of anything else to make. Anyway, maybe I'll do this again. This is adorable. I got this from Kathy. How do they go on the phone? Well, Mary, there's like a little sticky glue thing on the bottom here. And that's how they stick on your phone. And then when they're on your phone, then they just expand up like this. And that's how you hold on. This is how you hold on to them. So the kind that I use are called swappable, meaning that my base that sticks on my phone never changes. And this just has a little mechanism that allows me to switch them out. So they go on, they click into place, and I can change them out anytime I want. And I'm kind of a pop socket lover, so I change them all the time. I got a fun little rubber stamp, or not photopolymer stamp, from my friend Christine, who organized our big trip over there. And I even got a block with my name on it. So much fun. I also got this from Mary. Isn't that cute? A little ornament from her. That was very sweet. I got some other things. Oh my gosh. I got this great bottle of apple butter from Mary, and I had it in my carry-on bag as I went through security. Guess what? It was too big, and they wouldn't let me take it. So I had to leave it with them, and I was very mad about that because it was over the 4-ounce limit. And I'm like, this isn't even liquid. This is like peanut butter. They were having none of it, and they wouldn't let me take it. I was really mad. What are you going to do? So I had to leave it. Our make and takes were these fun kit cards. This is one of our current kits. I think it's called the Timeless something or other. Can't remember. But we did a couple of cards with that. So that's really fun. So this is a kit that you can order right now. Of course, I don't have the number because I don't. What else did I get? My friend Lori gave us these adorable little like tackle boxes that you can buy at the dollar store full of candy. And this cute little card. Isn't that fun? She called it a snackle box. Get it? Snacks, tackle, snackle. Oh my gosh. So much fun. Here is my name tag for the event. I did have a few, what do you call these things? Ribbons. I was very happy about that. I also got to add some pins to my, my lanyard here. So these are the 3 that I got this year. Those are fun. I've got some from last year. I've got a few from a couple of years ago. So much fun to collect and trade these pins. And then I got this cute little block cleaning kit from Christine. So fun. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard they're amazing, so I may try to clean my blocks later. We'll see. So that was the fun stuff. Then Dina gave us these little guys, and there's like goo in there. Okay, let's see if I can make this work. It'll puke out the goo. Did you see that? How gross. And then it will suck it back in. But I am not very good at getting it sucked back in. Kelly is a pro. Oh, I just flipped it out again. So I did it on this plate for my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, just in case I can't get it all back in, which I cannot. Oh, maybe. Oh, so close. I got it, I think. Anyway, yeah, it's just kind of disgusting, but hilarious at the same time. And so we were, of course, playing with these at Dina's house. So there you go. So that was a little present from Dina. Isn't she nice? Oh my gosh. Okay, so you probably have heard about our sale that's going on right now, the seasonal sale. We have all 10% off all of our punches. This is all from annual catalog. Nothing in the holiday catalog is on sale right now. It will be, but it's not yet. So 10% off all punches, 15% off all the stamps in the catalog, except host sets. Those remain at their same price. 20% off all sets of dies, 20% off all embossing folders, and 20% off all designer series paper, just not those 6x6 color families, not the specialty papers, and of course not the host item. Now, you may notice that there's 15% off stamps and 20% off dies. If you're looking at a bundle right now, you want to order the items separately because you're going to get a better deal ordering them separately. Also, if you join my team right now, you can get discounted stuff in your kit, which will give you more product, more bang for your buck. So you get to choose $125 worth of stuff, and it can be discounted stuff. So you'll get more stuff. Get it? Awesome. So you can join my team. There is a link in the description of this video to do that. Also, if you place a $100 order with me between now and the end of the month, I will give you a packet of these fun new note cards that we have. If you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can buy them for $10. But if you order $100 from me, I will give you a pack for free. You can go to shoppingwithbarb.com and you can use this host code UPZR37K3. And I'll send you a package of those cards. So there you go. A lot of you guys are saying you placed your orders. Yes, I know what you're saying. So awesome. It's a great deal. The fitting florets, this is my class for the month. However, the little gold swirly things, they're sold out. But I have them for my kits. So if you've ordered a kit for the fitting florets class from me, you will get a package of the gold swirled adhesive dots. No. Gold adhesive backed swirls, because I have them already for you. So yeah, so you can still order the entire collection from me. I have a pack of gems for you, or if you want the kit, I've got the kit. So you can get that with the link in the description of this video. So everything's available still, just not the little swirls. Here are the cards for my Pretty Pop-Ups class. This is my class for the month of November. They are done. I have just a few kits left. Here are my 5 cards. I did make this one the last time I was live. It's upside down. So there is a video for that. And then we have these right here. So Mary, the sale ends tomorrow. And if you could call me tomorrow, not tonight, that would be awesome. My daughter's home and she's making dinner for us tonight. So there you go. So tomorrow would be awesome. So anyways, these are the cards that you'll make in the kit. You make 2 of each for 8 cards. It comes with envelopes. It comes with the Wink of Stella, the iridescent pearls, and the ribbon. So there you go. And all my cards for all my classes have videos that go with them. All right, we talked about that already. The Sweet Candy Cane class was my October class. I have about 3 of those kits left if you're interested. Stamp Happy Academy, some of you were talking about. Kelly was live today in Stamp Happy Academy. She had some amazing projects. I was lucky enough to kind of check those out while we were at Dina's house, and they were awesome. So if you are a Stamp Happy Academy Premium or live-only member, go to the website. Click on the November 2022 link, and it will take you to the link to her video. My video, I did mine at the beginning of the month, and Dina will be going live next week. So, Stamp Happy Academy, always a great deal, always a great time. And lastly, I have adhesive kits for sale all the time. They come in these cute pouches. You can pick your color. If I have the color, I'm happy to give you the color that you desire. They come in blue, purple, red, green, yellow, and black. You get your adhesives in there. And then as always, I always have all occasion cards for sale. You get 20 cards for $25. Such a good deal. If nothing else, it might be some great ideas for you, or just to replenish your stash of cards for friends and family. Okay. I am now going to start stamping for you guys. Oh, I just dropped something on the floor. Oops. Okay. So, in celebration of the fitting florets, I have an amazing card for you guys today. I'm very excited about it. This is a card that I did in a swap. This was my card for our swap, and it's a really fun card. So, as you may or may not know, the die set, it's got 13 dies. And I've got a tray here full of dies. So one of the dies will cut two pieces like this. These are, of course, two different colors, but this die will cut both of these pieces, the outside frame and then the inside oval. And then this die here. Hello, Sherry. It was awesome to meet you this past weekend. I met a lot of you guys. That was so fun to have you guys come up to me. And yeah, we just hugged and had a great time. Okay, so this die does this. So you get this outside frame with the die. And then the inside piece, it does have a little bit of embossing that goes with that. And then this die is awesome. And you saw it on my sample layer here. It does this. Hello, Tana. And so this is what it will do. So you can see through the holes that it cuts out, okay? Which is really cool. Then, aside from those dies, it also has dies to go with the stamp set. So there's a die for this flower, this floral spray here, this leaf, these 3 leafy images, this one here, and then it also has an additional a couple leafy images that do some detailed cutting. Okay, so there you go. So it's an amazing set of dies. If you don't already have it, I would love to sell it to you because it's awesome. Okay, so we're using that today. So as you can see, I have already die cut my main layer here, and this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 white. I'm going to glue that to this 4 by 5 1/8 inch piece of balmy 5 1/4. Oh, good Lord. 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of balmy blue, going on to some little soft succulent. But before I glue that on, this is what I'm going to do. For my swap, I thought it would be kind of cool to add a little bit of Night of Navy behind here. So I took some Night of Navy cardstock and I stuck it on here, and I cheated. I used tape because you know that I'm a cheater, but it's just the easiest way to get these on because I'm not doing this like every section. I'm just doing a section here and a section there, just kind of randomly, okay? And so by using the tape, it's a lot easier to get it to stay, I found. So that's why I did that. And I know that's cheating, but whatever. Whatever. All right, so I'm going to come up here and I want to get just 2. So I'm going to cut that a little bit more. And I'm going to get these 2 right here. So again, cheating a little bit. And you could, of course, use multiple colors if you wanted to. I did actually do, what did I do? I think I did soft succulent and the navy on my swap, but I kind of liked it most with the navy better, just the navy. So we're going to just add a few little snippets of navy here. I know you guys are saying you're using tape more and more, and I feel bad. I should be selling adhesive, but you know, you can use adhesive for literally everything else. But if I was going to try to use adhesive for this, it would just be difficult. I mean, let's be real. I don't have all day to craft, you know. I've got to get stuff done sometimes. So if I can come up with some other ways, faster ways, I'm going to do it. Okay, and this last little chunk here, we will do that. Oh, my tape is just about out. Oh, horrors. I could probably use just one piece of tape, but it just didn't work as well for me. Okay, now check this out. Isn't that fun? So now we have some dark behind there, just randomly. There is no rhyme or reason to it. And now I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to bring in my liquid glue, and I'm just going to add glue all the way around on all the white areas, and of course the blue too. Get some of that. And go on the edges. Ah, I just about dropped it, and now I've got glue everywhere all over myself. So hold please. After I get this stuck, I'm going to need to rub glue off of myself. All right. So there we go. I think I mentioned that my daughter was here. I'm so excited. She's here for like a week, like 10 days. So she's actually making dinner tonight. Yay! Oh, Debbie said it reminds her of a Ferris wheel. Isn't that fun? Okay. There we go. So we have that pretty simple right there. I have a sentiment for the outside of the card, which is from the additional set that coordinates with this whole suite of products. And I'm picking them from our home to yours. And I've got a little bit of rhyme or reason behind this. This is not a Christmas card. But I kind of felt like, sometimes you want to, like my whole family, like Mike and I and my 2 kids, we would send, a birthday card to my niece and nephew, to my nephew. And it's from all of us. And so that's why I did this. So this says from our home to yours. I'm going to try to do it straight. We'll see what happens. Please be straight. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to take that. Okay. Then I have a scrap of white somewhere. This would work. And I'm going to do my floral piece in Memento. So let's get that inky. And we'll just get this stamped down here. I know, Cynthia, I'm so excited. And she said to me, she goes, I just love cooking anymore. Oh my gosh, look what I have on here. I have a piece of paper. What a ding dong. Try that again. She's like, I just love cooking. So do you care if I cook? I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Cooking is literally the bane of my existence. No, I don't care if you cook. And you can go to the store and you buy whatever you want. You can use my credit card. Oh, wait, you can't because I don't have my wallet. No, I'm just kidding. She has a credit card that's linked to mine, so she can buy groceries. Anyway, so yeah, I will be making homemade potato soup one of these days because my whole family loves it, and it's kind of a process. And I do make pretty good potato soup if I do say so myself. Okay, so we have that. And of course, it has a coordinating die, and so I've already cut that out, and I have it right here. So now I'm just going to color it with some blends. So I'm going to use the Balmy Blue to start with. I've got the dark Balmy Blue here. And I am going to color in the flower. And again, I have mentioned this numerous times. I am not a good colorer. I can color something, but as far as adding like shading and dimension and, all that, that's not me. It's definitely other people. That's not me. So, but, I mean, my coloring is decent enough that, this is going to look nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's going to look crappy. It'll look good. So I'm just using the dark, though, the dark Balmy Blue, and I'm going to do both flowers. I'm coloring the whole thing. I'm not adding in any sort of detailing or anything right now. I am going to try to add a tiny bit of lightness with my color lifter. So we'll see how that works. I don't think it'll be terrible. Okay, there we go. And then I've got the light navy, and we're going to do the inside center of these flowers. I wish I knew what these flowers were. Does anybody know what these are? Oh, Sherry, you are so sweet. She said for you guys to give me a thumbs up. So if you feel like it, that would be really awesome. I would love that. So here's my color lifter. So I am going to kind of push some of the color away from the very center of the middle. And then I'm also going to push some color away from the center on the balmy blue that I just colored. And we'll see if that does anything that, might make it look a little different. We'll see. Okay. Then we're going to bring in the light soft succulent, and we're going to do the large leaves here. It's a little set of 2 that are kind of like right next to each other there. And then we have these. You guys can also subscribe to my channel. Right down, and I don't think it happens when you're live. I don't think the subscribe button is there when I'm live. So unfortunately, it would require you to come back and do it later if you're not already subscribed. But in the bottom, if you're watching the replay, in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there should be a little subscribe button, and you can click on that, and then you should get the option of clicking a bell. And the bell is a notification bell, and it will let you know with, I think it's an email or maybe, a slide notification on your phone when I go live. Also, if I upload a video, it should let you know that. So there you go. No, the thumbs up, you can do it anytime, Mary. Thank you for asking. All right, so here's what I did. So you can barely tell that I added a tiny bit of lightness. It's like not enough to really make a difference. But, we just went with it. Okay, so we're done with all that. What else do I have here? Oh, I have a piece of vellum somewhere. What did I do with it? I thought I had a piece of vellum somewhere. Where's my plastic bag that had all my stuff in it? Oh, here's the vellum. Okay, so I had this little circle scrap of vellum in my scraps of stuff. And so I'm going to bring in the dark balmy blue marker, and I'm just going to color, like just scribble all over it. Just give it some color. Whoops, just give it some color. Should be careful or I'm going to tear up my tip. Now we're good. Okay, so then I would let this dry. So it's a little bit blue, as you can see. And then I took the little foliage kind of dye. This doesn't have a matching stamp. Oh, the subscribe button is there. It's moved from the left. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Lorraine is saying that the subscribe button is on the left side of the screen. Thank you, Lorraine, because I'm already subscribed to my channel, and so when I'm watching on my iPad, I don't see a subscribe button, and maybe it's because I'm on an iPad. I don't know, but Lorraine says it's in the left, and then when you click it, you should still get the little bell thing that you can do. Okay, so I die cut this. Oh, Cheryl says hers is on the right. Maybe it depends what kind of a device you're on. So just somewhere at the bottom of the screen, hopefully you'll find the little subscribe button. Okay, so I did that twice. And so I got 2 little pieces here of colored vellum. So they are blue now, bluish. They're like not really in your face blue like this one. So this one I tried with the light Night of Navy blend, but it seemed like it was too much because I was going to add it behind. I was going to stick this onto the card, and then I was going to tuck these behind. But I just feel like this is just too much. It's too dark. It just takes away from all the other stuff that's going on. But this is a little bit lighter, and so I don't feel like it's as distracting. It just gives a little bit of texture, but it's not super distracting. So guess what I'm going to do? Yeah, you're right. I'm going to tape that on there. Oh, but my tape is almost gone, so we're going to have to, it's going to make me work for it. And I didn't cut out the entire thing, as you could probably tell. I've just got a part of it here. There's still a little bit that I didn't get, but I don't want the whole thing. I don't need the whole thing. I just need parts of it. So this one I'm also going to tape. So I've taped both of those down. Taping it just is so easy, I guess. I don't know. And then I do have some dimensionals that I'm going to use. Oh, thank you so much. Carol said this is so pretty. You are very sweet, Carol. Thank you. I had a lot of fun making this. Now, I didn't go this detailed when I made the swaps. I didn't die cut this piece, and I didn't add the vellum. Sometimes when you're making swaps, you can't, unless it's an over-the-top swap, you don't have time. If you're making 20 of something, it would literally take hours to do this, and Ours isn't something I have all the time. Okay, so we can get some of this stuff out of the way. We'll get it back into the bucket. And I've got these two little pieces here that I'm going to put on the inside of my card. So I'm going to stamp them also in, actually, let's see how this works. If I stamp this in Balmy Blue, well, actually, let me put my phrase on here first. So I've got this little phrase that comes from the original set. The first, where is it? Oh, it's right here. So I already used the From Our Home to Yours. And then on the inside of this, I'm going to put For a Special Person on a Special Day. So I thought that kind of went together okay. I was happy with that. Here we go. And we're going to stamp that. Oh, I see we are having an on-stage conversation and you guys are helping. You're helping Rosemary. Okay, so good. Yes, anybody can go, any demo can go to that, Rosemary. That is a fact. And I am a Silver Elite. And so I was able to go to the center stage event where I did get a really fantastic umbrella. I should have brought that over here to show you guys. It's pretty cool. All right. So I've got that in the Balmy Blue. And then I'm going to stamp my leaves in Soft Succulent. They're changing everything up, Mary. They did on stage once a year, but next year they're only doing one event, and I believe it's going to be virtual. And then in 2024 they're going to change things up. So that's kind of what we got to look forward to. All right, so you notice when I inked this up, I did not ink up the tip of the leaf because I don't want that. I want it to look like it's somewhat behind the flower. So without inking up that little tiny tip there, then it's not going to show, and I'll get those leaves pretty close to my flower. So there is a small tip for you guys. I don't know how many tips I'm going to have for you. It just depends on how much stuff I screw up. So it's almost like, you know, I hope I don't screw stuff up, but then when I do screw stuff up, it's a teaching opportunity because, you know, I've been a demo for a really long time, 20 years, and I've made plenty of mistakes. So I have corrected plenty of mistakes, and I've made the same mistake multiple times. You'd think you would learn. Nope, you sure don't. It's kind of like a dog. You know, you have to keep teaching them to get them to remember, you know, things, and you keep feeding them treats so that they remember. I'm similar to the dog, except that I don't get treats. So there you go. Okay. Heard there wouldn't be a celebration next holiday catalog. Is that true? There is celebration in January and February, and that is going to be it. And I am absolutely thrilled to death. I really did not like having celebration twice a year. I may be in the minority there, but I'm not sad that that second one is gone. Okay. I now have some embellishments. These are the adhesive backed sequins, and these sequins I feel like match Soft Succulent pretty good. So we're going to try throwing a few of these onto the card, just because, you know, you can never go wrong when you add a tiny bit of bling to things. I don't feel. And right there. So there we have a tiny bit of sparkle, which is always fun. And there we go. So that is card number 1. So I'm going to clean up my little bit of a mess here, and I will bring in the supplies for the other ones. Looks like some of you guys have the same opinion as me. As a demonstrator, it's very difficult to keep up with everything, and not having that second celebration is going to be very nice. And I don't know, it's just, I don't think we need it. I was very happy when they said they wouldn't be doing it anymore. So yay. Okay. So here's the card. I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm going to keep my dies together so I don't lose any of them, because I've done that before. And we'll stick the tray. I'm using the gems again on my next card, so I'm going to keep them out. And we will do a little cleanup here because Barb can't stamp in a mess. I can't do it. There we go. I mean, I guess I should say when I'm live, because when I am, like if I'm creating for a class down here, like when I was making my pop-ups, my pretty pop-ups cards. This is my class for the month of November. When I was making these cards, oh my Lord, did I have stuff literally everywhere. It was just insanity. And as I was making this card, at the very end, thank goodness, I dropped my purple pad, my Highland Heather pad, flipped it right onto the card. I was able to get a lot of it off. I still have a little bit of work to do. But yeah, it was a huge bummer. So anyways, those are my cards for my class. If you want to take it, the link is in the description. Okay, moving on. Card number 2. Where's my stuff? Okay, we are going to use, this is going to be a Christmas card. Yay! But I have been really digging non-traditional colors this season. Check it out. We are going to be making a Christmas card with Blackberry Bliss and Gray Granite. Can you believe that? You will here in just a moment. We're going to be using the Trees for Sale stamp set. Such a cute stamp set. And I love how there's like the 2-step stamping here. What makes them a pop-up card? Oh, Courtney, let me just share with you. I will hold the cards. Can you see? The dies cut these little, so they don't get cut out. They just get cut enough so that you can pop them up. Isn't that fun? And like, look at this. You can see how, if I, as I'm kind of turning it, you can see that these little guys all will pop up and just make, and so then you can see the card underneath, which is kind of cool. That color, My Starry Sky, is coming through, which is really cool. This one, again, same thing. There's just added dimension with these little guys, which makes them super cool. And you know what? Right now, these dies are on sale. Just saying. Anyway. Here we go. More pop-up. Yep. So all of these, there's 3 main dies in the set. There's a little oval shaped die, a large circle, and then this kind of rectangular. Then there are also some little dies that will cut out butterfly, dragonfly, small butterfly, and these little tiny flowers. And now these also get like stuck in the paper, but you can just snip them off. There's just like 2 little connection points. You cut them off and then you have a butterfly. So yeah, a super fun class. Like I said, I had so much fun designing that class. So much fun. Okay, back to this crazy card. This is a 2-step stamp set. So we've got the solid image and then the detailed image. And then I'm using my very favorite Merry Christmas. This is going to be the Merry Christmas that's on every single Christmas card that goes out of my house this year, I swear. I just love the font on this so much. I have used it more than probably any other stamp this whole holiday season. So those are the 2 stamps that we're using. And yeah, never mind. Neither one of them are on sale. I was going to say they're on sale. That's a lie. They're not. They're in the holiday catalog. We're also going to be using some masking paper, which is really fun. So I'll get that out. Actually, I have them in here. So I have my 2 little masks. I just stamped these 2 solid trees on the masking paper and then I cut them out. So I have two little trees here that I can use on my project. Then we have our paper here. So the first thing I have is a piece of gray granite. This measures what? I think it's 2 by 5 1/4. Yep, 2 by 5 1/4. And I have run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the little snowflake die out of the Wintry 3D folder set. And so that is what this looks like. You get that fun snowflake. Just a lot of real fun detail on this. It's just amazing. I love it. Okay, so we've also used the ovals from, oh yeah, you probably just got a sneak peek of what I was going to make for you because I have it already done, but you know how it is. Where's my oval? Oh, it's stuck in here. Hold on. Okay, so I die cut this oval twice, once out of white, once out of Blackberry Bliss. I'm keeping the Blackberry Bliss frame and I'm keeping the center oval, so I'm going to use this for something else. Okay, so this is our piece that we're going to be doing our stamping on. And where is my scratch paper? Here it is. Okay. Set that aside. So here's my main piece. And I'm going to start out by stamping the detailed pieces of the trees first. Whoops, that's a really ugly piece of paper that I use as a scrap. But because they're photopolymer, I'm going to bring in my foam mat, and then I have my paper. All right, so here are the bold images. Here are the details. So the details I'm going to ink up in the Blackberry Bliss here. And I'm going to stamp that right down here towards the bottom of the card. Full strength. And then I have the little one. And I'm going to stamp that next to my first tree. I think I might need to re-ink this. And then this one over here on the side. Okay, good. So now I have my solid pieces. So I'm going to ink them up in the Blackberry also. But I'm going to stamp it off one time. Oops, there's a goober on there. Hold on, let me get that off. You know what? Sometimes if you have goobers on your stamps, you can take a piece of tape and it will get some of the goobers off. Like if you have like a little piece of dust or something, that's very helpful to get the dust off. Okay, we're going to try this again. Make sure there's no dust. What in the world is on here? Oh, there's like a piece of tinsel. What? All right, hold on. Maybe there's something on my pad? No. It's not on my pad. It is definitely on my paper, and I just tried to like wipe it all off. Okay, finally. All right, so I'm going to try to do this without being able to see directly over the top of it. Could be better, could be worse. I'm going to bring that piece of tape in again and see if there's any dust on this to begin with. Get that off, and we're going to ink that up. Stamp it off. Looks good. And we're going to stamp it. We're going to ink it up. I know. Blackberry Bliss trees. What? Believe me, I know. But when I got done with this, I was just really happy with how it turned out. So, I hope you guys like it. All right. So, I do have a little trunk of a tree and a little tree stand that we're going to stamp at the bottom of this one here. So we will ink up the tree stand, and there we go. Just, it's going to show a little bit. So now, masking paper. So I'm going to bring the masking paper in, and I'm going to put it on this little tree, and you can see that I am leaving a little bit of the tree underneath of it exposed. I'm doing that on purpose so that when I stamp it, it will actually kind of blend into the tree here. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to ink up this same little, whoops, which one is it? This one, full strength. And we're going to stamp it in here. So it looks like there's a tree behind these other trees. And we're going to ink up our bold image, do the same thing, stamp it off. And there we go. Then we can move this piece over here, and we can add one more tree back there. So we will do this. Yeah, I know, unconventional colors. I know. Thanks, Cynthia. Cynthia's loving this. It's a little weird. I get it. I agree. This isn't for everyone, but it is kind of cool, I think. Okay, so then I can take off, excuse me, and I'm going to put these back in my stamp case to use them again. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our trees behind. I can bring that up so everybody can see that. Fun. Then in this stamp set, there is a little sentiment that says Christmas greetings, but I only want the word greetings. Okay, so I am going to take my gray granite pad. That's not it. This is it. And when I ink it up, I'm going to be careful, or I can use a piece of tape. I don't have very much tape left on this thing. So I can put a piece of tape right after Christmas, and that'll really help me. Then I can be a little more free with my inking here. Always, always, always remove your tape. Super important. Okay, and we're going to stamp greetings. Again, I need to pull this down just a little bit so I can kind of be over the top of it with my head. Hopefully it's straight. So there we have that on our little piece there. Oh, I might still need this. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. Then I'm going to bring in my layer of white. I have two layers, one for the inside, one for the outside. So we're going to bring this one in, and I've got this little, where is it? There's a little tiny snowflake trio right here in this stamp set, and we're going to use it to kind of add, well, let me glue this down first. If I glue this down, then I'll really know where I want my snowflakes to be. So we will add this first to the edge of the cardstock. And I may have to do a little trimming on this. I may have, yep. You know, when you cut, sometimes you just can't be exact. You know, you can be pretty darn close, but, you know, sometimes you just can't be exact. And so, paper trimmers are amazing things. Okay, so how the card's going to look is I'm going to stick this oval like this, and then this little piece around it. Okay, so that's going to kind of be my focal point, but I wanted to add a few little snowflakes around here. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to stamp some snowflakes, but I'm going to stamp them off because I don't want them to be too dark that they're like they take over the entire card. So we're just going to add a few. And you can see I'm keeping my oval in place. And I can even get really close if I want, because my little frame is going to kind of cover that up. Oops, stamp. Oh, did I stamp it off? Now I don't remember. So we're going to just err on the side of caution, and we're going to stamp it off again. Okay, so just a few. So now I'm going to take my frame and I'm going to glue this down flat. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue, and on these frames, I don't know if you can see, but there are little slits get cut all the way around this thing. So if you squirt out like a ton of glue all around, you can potentially get some to squish through to the front. So just be mindful of that and be a little bit careful with your adhesive. I mean, if you don't use liquid glue and you use some kind of a tape runner, you'll have no problems. But if you don't, just be mindful. And I'm going to put it a little bit off center, because that way I don't have to have it be center and I can be wrong. You know what I'm saying? That way, if I purposely don't put it in the middle, then that's fine. And then this, ooh, my daughter said she's making homemade macaroni and cheese. She said she found a really good recipe. And now this is like Greek to me, but she talked about making a roux first. And I'm like, what? Because I'm just not a cook, you guys. I'm not. I'm very dull, very boring cook. So then she had to explain to me that it was like butter and flour or something. Okay. So she's making a roux first, and then she's going to mix in some cheese and some pasta water. And I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I stopped listening because cooking is just the bane of my existence. So there we go. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Isn't that fun? It's just different. I don't know. I think it's fun. Okay, so then we're going to use some liquid glue, and we will get this added to the front. Oh, you guys are saying that's yummy. I hope it is. I'm sure it is. She says she's been making it a lot, and her friends are all loving it. So I have no doubt it's going to be delicious. And you know what? I don't know about you guys, but when someone else cooks food, it tastes even better. I got to cut a little bit off this end. I feel like it's too long. So yeah, when someone else makes me dinner, then it's way better. It tastes way better. Okay, so far that's what we have. Now, I said I was going to bring in these little gems, and I am, because they're so cute. I'm also going to show you what I did. So let me bring in my little cheater piece. You may have seen it before I pulled it out of the way, but it's stuck on this piece of plastic with a glue dot. So, okay, so here's my little sample piece. Can you guys see all those little dots? They look like some kind of Blackberry Bliss paint or something, don't they? They're not. I was really surprised. It's this pearlized, what is this stuff called? Pearlized Enamel Effects Basics, meaning white, red, and gray. I used the white. I don't know if it, like, the color bled, you know, and kind of turned the dots blackberry, but I will stamp on a scrap. Here's a scrap. So let's just make a sample here. Where's this? Okay. So we'll have this right there, and then our overlay piece. We'll stamp it off. And we'll stamp it on here. And I'll do it. I don't want to do it on this, on my card because since I'm live, I'll end up throwing something on top of it and ruining it. But this little piece here, I'll be good. So I took the Pearlized Effects paint, and this is white. And when it came out of the bottle, I'll show you. So you just squeeze it very gently, and you'll get a little blob on the end of it, and you just tap it to your project and lift up very gently. Don't squeeze too hard, because you can definitely squeeze too much of this stuff out. And so if you pull straight up, then the little blob will end up flattening itself out, and it'll look really cute. So this is what I did. I just literally did this. Okay. And then you just let it dry. It probably takes, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. I let it dry for most of the morning because I forgot about it. And then look at that. So it goes on to this white. It had to have soaked up the color is the only thing I can figure. And these dots are so pretty. They're just like a very light purple, and they look amazing. And I'm sure the camera is not doing them justice, but they look absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. So yeah, so this I'm going to hide behind me somewhere where I won't touch it. Okay, there. And so this is actually, I could change this out, and I could put this one on here instead because this one's better. Actually, let's just do that. So I'm going to do what I do when I'm trying to take things off that have dimensionals, because I totally forgot that I had done that. I'm going to snip through the dimensional. There, and now we can get that off. And now this, I will just put some dimensionals in other spots where there wasn't dimensional before. See if that's good. And then we'll put this one on instead because it's super pretty. And it's the same. Okay, yeah, I was really excited when I pulled it off my little shelf over there, and it was purple. It's so pretty. Okay, so then I have these little fun little goodies here. Where's my take your pick tool? Right here. I don't know if these are going to do anything for me on this card. They might not. I kind of have thought about putting them at the top, but nah, that's not gonna, that doesn't do it for me. Maybe around the side. You know how they're always talking about the power of odds or threes? We are going to try just doing that. Just around. So we'll have a little more bling. And then the very last thing that I have is I have a little ribbon here, a little bow that I tied with our gray granite, what's this stuff called? Gray granite shimmer ribbon. And it really is pretty. And look, it matches. Yay. And I don't use gray granite very much. But on this particular card, I got to say, it's kind of a winner. And the Blackberry Bliss with it, wow. Yeah, it's just good. Okay, so we're going to add a glue dot to the back of that. And I thought I can either stick it right there, which that's, I think, absolutely where I'm going to stick it. Or I was going to stick it at the top. But I didn't really love the tree trunk that I stamped on that. So this way I can cover that up. Okay, so then I have a thing for the inside, and I have the little dog. He's kind of cute. And then I have my favorite Merry Christmas. So I'm going to ink up my favorite Merry Christmas and try to make it straight. We'll see what happens. Could be better, could be worse. And then the dog, and I don't know. I had this idea in my brain that I could add the dog like maybe here. Because it's kind of like he's running around. And then they have these little paw prints, which, oh my god. Oh, wrong color. I meant to do it in the, let me clean this off. I meant to do it in the gray granite. Okay. And now, I don't know how you would do this. If you would kind of, this is probably going to ruin the whole thing. Does that look stupid? Do I need to like flip it over and not do the dog? Thoughts. Do I flip it over or do I not flip it over? Yes, flip it over. No, don't flip it over. Yes or no? You guys can let me know in the comments. And while you're commenting, I'm going to stamp some trees on the outside of this envelope. So yes, flip it over. No, don't. Oh, wow. You guys are okay. We've got resounding no's. No wins. We're not flipping it over. Okay. So I didn't do a great job on the dog or his feet, but he's adorable. Let's get real. Okay. And we'll do this on the outside of the envelope. Oh, Sue says no dog. I don't know if that means no, the dog is fine, or just don't have a dog. And gray granite to shadow the blackberry bliss. Ooh, Courtney, I don't know if I can do that. That might be asking a little much out of Barb today. Yeah, I'm not going to try that. I might try it on a scrap. We'll see. I'm going to glue this inside, and then I can bring out a scrap, and we'll see. Oh, no dog. Well, most of you are saying don't flip it over. So we're going to go with the dog. And, you know, if some of you want to copy this card, please do. Absolutely copy the card. And, yeah, don't put the dog in. That's perfect. Okay, so the outside is fantastic. The envelope, fantastic. And what was I just going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to try to do what Courtney said. Let me find a scrap of white here. Well, this isn't really a scrap, but we can just do it up in the corner and we'll see what happens. Okay, so she wants me to redo the Merry Christmas in Blackberry. Okay. And then she wants me to overstamp it again with the gray granite and try to do a shadow, which I have done before, but because this stamp is not photopolymer and I can't see through it, I don't know, Courtney. We'll see. Okay, so now I have the gray granite and ooh, yeah, you guys can see why I would be struggling here. Courtney, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh my, look how perfect that is. I don't know if I like the two colors together. I don't know if the camera's really picking it up as well as my eyeballs, but I don't like it that well. So there are a lot of colors that go together like that, and that's a fantastic idea. I just don't think these two are the ticket. So I think navy and balmy blue would be a pretty good combination. And maybe, you know, like evergreen and soft succulent would be really good. Tahitian tide and Pacific Point. We could just go on for hours. Okay, so like I said, I only had time to make 2 projects. I'm so sorry, you guys. I tried to do 3. It just did not work out. What did I do with my other card? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so these are the cards that we did today. So exciting. If you guys need to place any orders, you can do it in my online store at shoppingwithbarb.com. Otherwise, you can email your order to me. I'm happy to place it for you. Don't forget to use the host code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't use the host code because I want you to have the Stampin' Rewards, and I will still send you the note cards. Yeah, so, oh, Barbara, hello there. I love your name, Barbara. All right, you guys, remember that my kits and my classes and everything is in the description of this video. My Amazon store is down there. If you need any fun little things, I would love for you to do that. Please feel free to case these cards if you would like to. I would love to have you case them. I think this would be a great one to do in a lot of different colors. It's a pretty simple card. I think you could have a lot of fun doing it in a lot of different colors. So I hope you guys have a fantastic night, a fantastic week. I'm not going to be live next Thursday. I mean, it's Thanksgiving. And 19 years ago on Thanksgiving Day, you guys, I was in the hospital giving birth to my son. So Thanksgiving always has a special, extra special little place in my heart, even though his birthday's not always on Thanksgiving, because you know how that works. It's a different date. But yeah, every Thanksgiving, of course, I can't help but think, you know, what a joy it was to welcome my darling son into the world. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.